What's up, football fans? Welcome back to This Week in Dago Sports, high school edition on the Dago Sports Show. We have a guest today out of Modern Day Catholic, the Crusaders running back, Jordan Dumaran. Jordan, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Marshall, for having me on here.
It's definitely well deserved. My buddy since middle school, Coach Cook, couldn't, I asked about, the team and, the game, and he said, yes, there are running back Jordan, well deserved. And the thing that he pointed out that I thought was tremendous, you have a 4.5 grade point average and you play football.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the biggest definition of student athlete. I want to touch on that before we talk about football. What motivates you and pushes you and drives you to achieve such a high level of success in the classroom? A 4.5 is outstanding, young man. Outstanding.
hmm Um, I don't know. Maybe like one of the biggest things is just my parents, and like how they raised me and instilled like the values of just trying my best in everything I do. And I felt like I could push myself more by taking like harder AP classes and honors classes, and it's worked out well for me. And I just like use it as motivation as like how hard I want to play in football. I got to translate it to everything else, and especially in the classroom.
Well, with the 4.57 GPA, I have to ask which of those of your classes is your favorite and why?
Uh, well, I would say right now my one of my favorite classes is our like religion class.
Okay.
As you know, like we are a Catholic school, and like uh, I'd say one like it's a really important thing being at modern day, and it's like so much different than you won't get at like other schools. Is having a faith class, and it's really like stepping away from learning about um, like usual subjects that you get at every school, but it's a unique aspect that like I really value in my faith, and I think it really helps me to grow in my relationship with God that way.
It sounds like you're a well-rounded young man, well-rounded student athlete. Very impressive. About your game this past Friday against a tough Helix Highlander team, even though it seemed like they may have some, I think had some injuries, whatever the case is. Helix has always been one of the top tier schools, as well as Modern Day Catholic as well. But you had 24 carries on 120 yards against a tough Helix team. You guys were successful in your game, 13-0. Talk to us about, the preparation that led up to playing against that tough Helix team and you having success with those high number of carries and getting over 120 yards.
One of the biggest things that like our coach's values like is make sure we're watching film and like remembering all our assignments. And I feel like we prepared really well. We knew going in that it wasn't going to be an easy game. Like at halftime, it was only 3-0, but I feel like we were able to keep our composure because of how prepared we were, and in the long run, like we were able to stick to our game plan and finish the game.
And again, 24 carries, that's a workhorse performance against a tough team. And like you said, it was 3-0 at halftime. So sounds like they, put the ball in their hands a lot to kind of carry the load. And you accepted the challenge. Right now, you're averaging over 100 yards a game. You have total team high 7 total touchdowns for the year. And again, having taken AP classes with a 4.57. So one of the most impressive stat lines and GPAs I've seen in a student athlete. So tremendous amount of respect for your effort that you're doing on and off the field. And about your team, Modern Day Catholic, did you play youth football down in the South Bay or did you start playing football in high school?
Yeah, I did play. So the crazy thing is, I feel like it was all meant to be for me to go to Mater Day because I played in youth with the East Lake Panthers all my life,
Okay.
and Mater Day was the home field, and we would practice there every day. And I feel like just like ever since the start, it was like planned for me to go there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, and the East Lake Panthers always have a top tier youth pop water program down there. So you growing up through the ranks and then being at the field for the home games, you're like, hey, I'm going to play here in high school one day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what's it like? Like, you touched on why you went to Modern Day through the youth football, but what's it like the chemistry on and off the field with your football teammates down at Modern Day? How do you guys build that chemistry and that bond for the brotherhood?
I feel like it's different because our school is like a little smaller, but I feel like that keeps our circle tighter, and we're all close with each other off the field. We hang out, and like I think like having the school being like a more focused and like smaller environment that like uh where it's not, and the campus isn't so big compared to like other schools. I think that helps with like building our relationships and keeping us close.
Okay, and which one of your teammate or teammates do you feel deserves more recognition that doesn't normally get it based on the performances they do on the field and some of the unsung heroes in your opinion on your team that deserves more credit?
um I would say mostly everyone, but I would say a big shout out to my entire O line. I feel like linemen don't really get recognized enough. We like quarterbacks throw touchdowns, but that wouldn't be possible without the protection of the line. Running backs run the ball, but they get all the glory in the end zone. But it's really the offensive line blocking downfield, like till the whistle, that really matters the most.
Yeah, and well, as a former O line D lineman, I can appreciate that. Do you want to shout out a few names if you have them off the top of your head? Not to put you on the spot, but this is the platform and spotlight to give your O
Yeah.
line some love. If you can think of a few names.
No, I'll say all of them. Andres Suarez, Paula Latu, D- David Munoz, Nicholas Edwards, and Maddox Fayave. All five of them. They're my dogs, all up front.
That and the fact that how you talk about and seeing your facial reaction talking about your old line, that just shows me the connection you guys have, a part of that brotherhood, that they're going to even probably block even harder for you, knowing that, hey, I shouted you guys out, when I did this segment on the Dago Sports Show. I know you guys, it's later in the week and you guys are going on the road, staying in South Bay, but playing against a gritty Chula Vista team. I think they're at a neutral field, I believe, because their field is being redone. Is it a neutral field or is it at Chula Vista?
Oh no, this game we're actually at home. It's our homecoming
Oh,
game.
okay, so home game. Okay, so it's your
Yeah.
home game. Okay, so you have a home game against Chula Vista, again a gritty team, South Bay team. What's been some of the preparation after coming off a big victory, a shutout victory against a very tough Helix team? Now Chula Vista's 1-5, but the record. You never underestimate an opponent. So how do you guys collectively prepare after a shutout victory against Helix to get ready for the Chula Vista Spartans coming into Modern Day Catholic?
Um, the most important thing is just not getting complacent. We felt like a lot of things that we did against Helix, even though it was a shutout, we could have done a lot of more things better. And um, like using that like into our motivation, and we're trying to just perfect every part of our game. So it's really more about just not letting up. Like we're not regardless of who we're gonna play, we're trying to just work to perfection.
Understand. And last question, like to keep things light. Last couple fun questions. What's one thing about Jordan Dumaran that people watching you may want to share? Something, a hobby, a guilty pleasure, something that you want to share with people that they wouldn't assume or think that you would do or like, if anything.
Um, I'm not too sure.
Some people are fit; they like to fish. They're gamers. Some people just, listen to play instruments. Something about you that just off the cuff that, oh wow, I didn't know Jordan Dumaran did that or likes that.
Um, hmm, maybe. I mean, I do like playing video games.
There it is.
Maybe
Okay.
big things like uh, football is one of the first video games I ever played. Like I
Okay.
remember when I first got like my Wii U, and the game out at the time was Madden 13, and
Yeah.
I played like every single Madden all the way up to now, up to Madden 26. So it's
Nice.
just
So
crazy, like
that's
how much.
your
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So, no, no. I was gonna say that's your favorite. That's your guilty pleasure. You play Madden. You're a gamer,
Yeah,
essentially. Okay.
like
And what's your favorite football team and why?
man, it used to be the Chargers, but once
The
they
San
left,
Diego Chargers. Yeah.
yes, once they left to LA, I don't really have a team right now. It's whoever's on my fantasy football team.
There it is.
That's who I'm rooting for.
Okay. Well, football fans, you heard it here. Jordan Dumaran, senior, modern day Catholic Crusaders. It's definitely a pleasure. Well worth the wait. Thank you for your time. I know you've been real busy with your training and your school and practice. So I'm really glad you took a few minutes to speak with me. Best of luck on your game. Best of luck the rest of the season. Very impressive student athlete. Football fans, high level student athlete, 4.57 and a big time running back out of modern day Catholic. Jordan, thank you. I really appreciate your time. Great job.
Thank you, Mr. Marshall, for having me on here. I really appreciate
All
it.
right. All right.